Hello there and welcome to the show. It's another one. Christmas is coming fast. It's December 8th today. Happy birthday to my mother, whose birthday was yesterday. And she's an OG fan. What else? I was at a sports bar last night, my local Toby's. You might know it. And there was almost a fight broke out because the guy couldn't get the version of an Usher song that he wanted, and they had to hold him back. It was wild stuff. Well, I was going to bring up. You all know, if you watch, you know about my issues with the Subway Takes guy, and in general, people have kind of been treating me like, you know, they don't quite get why I don't like this guy. They think it's a little bit outside the box. They can't see how I would find issue with him. Well, I was scrolling the old TikTok recently, and who do we have but our friend, comedian, Chris Fleming. Not a real fan, don't know him. Friend. But I am a fan. You know him?
Yeah, I don't know him, but he's very funny.
No one can hear you yet. And look at this. Look at what he's talking about here.
If you ever see me on Subway Takes, just know that I went kicking and screaming. No! Subway Takes, for those of you who don't know, it is a show with a man who has no eyes. Remember when you used to see your dad with no glasses on and just... Remember when Drew Carey got LASIK in 2021? That was a long winter.
And there you go. It goes on. But basically, again, vindication for me. I always see these things first. And now Chris Fleming, everybody's darling, is on the case. And I'm glad for it. Because now this is what always happens. I see something, and then time goes by, and the right people start to pick it up. But I already had it. I swear I liked Guinness before anybody else. I swear to God. Now it has its own TV show. Light went off again. There's a video I wanted to show from the Toby's too. When you go to Toby's, there's a screen in the corner that always shows really the weirdest stuff and often violent in some way. There was a show of two guys who have to wrestle inside a car. That's real. And then there's this slap show where guys just slap each other, and seemingly nobody wins or loses. They just slap each other. So I'm going to show you this clip. This is the TV at Toby's. There you go, nothing really. And you can hear the karaoke in the background. Nothing seems to happen. They just are slapping each other in the stomach. We're having technical issues with the lamp behind me, but we'll get through it. So that was the big night at Toby's. Maybe I'll see you there someday. I wanted to follow up on my request for parasocial people. I had previously talked about a woman that I met who acted sort of like amazed that she was seeing me and had told me that she had developed a parasocial relationship with me. And there we go. And I ran into her again, and I go, oh, hey, I talked about you on my podcast. Assuming that she would know that. Because apparently she's... And she goes, oh, yeah, I don't know, I haven't listened. I go, well, you're not doing a very good job keeping up this parasocial relationship that you claimed you had. So I don't know about the whole parasocial thing now. I don't know if I want it. In my mind, it's people who should worship me. Yeah.
Amen.
Right. But if you're not going to worship me, then what are we? One other thing. No, I'm not going to do that one yet. Let's go to the monologue. The monologue is based on today's date, December 8th. These are events from December 8th. December 8th is the 342nd day of the year. In 877, the year 877, Louis the Stammerer, son of Charles the Bald, who's come up in this before, amazingly, was crowned king of the West Frankish kingdom. I'm thinking nothing against this, nothing against stammerers at all. But the son of Charles the Bald is Louis the Stammerer? I don't know if we want this family in charge of the Frankish kingdom. In 1660, a woman, either Margaret Hughes or Anne Marshall, appears on an English public stage for the first time as Desdemona in Othello. Well, which was it? Margaret Hughes or Anne Marshall? Because I'm not much for that Anne Marshall and her acting capabilities. In 1972, United Airlines Flight 533 crashed out of Chicago. It was the first ever loss of a Boeing 737. Isn't that quaint? These days we call that a Tuesday. In 1980, on this day in 1980, John Lennon was assassinated by Mark David Chapman. I know. Can you believe it? First John Lennon and now the CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson. New York is not safe for our best and brightest. That's the guy, Luigi Mangione. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Just telling you because you weren't laughing. Sinead O'Connor and John Waters were both born on this day. Bald icons. And a theme. And Charles the Bald did stuff. Well, that's the monologue, folks. I've actually been doing these phone calls. Last week, I surprised a friend. This one I've planned with a friend. I was going to check in with a good friend and star of the 22 Minutes show, Chris Wilson.
Oh, wow.
Let's see if he picks up. Call Chris Wilson, please. You have to say please to Siri. He's supposed to pick up. Things are going haywire today.
Hello.
Chris, welcome to the Tom Henry Show. You didn't forget.
I didn't forget. I didn't forget at all.
So
I looked down on my phone and I went, "Oh shit!"
that call I've been waiting for.
Yeah, exactly.
So paint the picture. I know you're in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
You're
Am I live on the air right now?
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Well, no. I mean, it's taped, pre-taped.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm on. Like, this is hot.
This is hot, and it's not changing. It's basically live. Whatever you say is going in the show.
Okay, great.
So,
Perfect.
so it's a Tuesday night in Halifax.
Yeah.
That is, or no, it's not a Tuesday night. I don't know. Yeah, basically.
It is.
Well, I'm just thinking of when the show comes out. But anyway.
Oh, okay.
Close enough. Monday.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a Monday night in Halifax.
So Monday night in Halifax currently. Yeah.
What are you up to?
Well, I am at Stillwell Brewery.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Barrington Street, and it's pretty busy in here for a Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having a beer, and our laptops are out. We're taking up a full bar.
Yeah.
With our laptops out, and we're writing comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some would say that's bad manners to have your laptops out at night in a bar.
Some would say, but it's there's like 30 people in here. It's okay.
Others would say you're doing God's work, making us Canadian comedy gold.
Yeah, I'm writing about Pierre Polyev right now.
It's interesting because you're on my show right now to about 300 people, and then you'll write a sketch for about 300 people.
Yeah, exactly. Those are 600 people.
Just kidding.
Come on.
The 22-minute show is actually extremely popular.
Yeah, it'll feel a couple thousand, you know. It'll be up there.
So you've never been on my show. We've never been able to schedule it because you're always over in goddamn Halifax.
I'm always in goddamn Halifax. I'd love to be on the show.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen, but...
in December. We can do it in December.
Oh, we can actually. Okay, so...
I just booked.
Tell me about the sketches you're writing.
Okay, so... Well, you know how 22 minutes, it has to be about the news or the something in some way.
So you famously... Go on.
Well, it can't just be about just a funny little thing, you know?
No.
It's got to be connected to something.
Right. So what's big in Canadian news right now?
Well, next week is our Christmas episode because it'll be December and then we're on hiatus and there won't be another show in December. So it's Christmas themed.
Some would say it's already December.
Right, yes. It is right now. Currently.
Yeah.
Already December.
So what's the news like on December 8th?
It's bad. Climate change is bad. It's still warm.
Did climate change?
December.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm writing about a dad who's really excited to show his kids this magic snowman that came to life that he'd got. And he brings his kids to the backyard and Frosty is melted into it like a gory mess and he freaks out.
Oh my God.
He yells and he freaks out and it's really graphic. And he's like, oh my God, I'm stepping in Frosty's body. Oh my God, his remains are all over me. Oh my God, his nose. Oh God, his nose.
I love that. Yeah. And this is why you're the king of Canadian sketch comedy.
And then of course you would cut to children's horrified faces.
Yeah.
And then sort of really sell the joke.
And when you cast children on the show, you have to find some kid from Halifax who probably doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
You do. You have to find, there's like a little database of kids that are good at acting and kids that are just sort of like they could just be cute. And all the other problem is like they grow up too. So last year, the kids that we could use, now they look like teens. So there's that. Big turnover. Yeah,
they get old fast. They grow up fast.
They grow up so quick.
They get old. They get all fat.
Who's that? Is that Gwen in the background?
No, that's Rebecca Kohler, our next guest.
Oh, it's Rebecca Kohler. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's a good get. Hi.
Yeah, so that sounds great. So this is sketch writing night.
Yeah, this is sketch writing night because it's normally it happens on a Tuesday night.
Right, but not this time.
Not this time because it's not
right now. So I've explained this on the podcast before, but back before when I worked at 22 Minutes as a writer.
Yeah.
Everyone would get really stressed out on sketch night.
Mm-hmm.
And they would kind of want to treat it like, you hear about the famous Saturday Night Live night where everyone's doing coke and staying up all night and making sure they get their sketches on,
I know.
And I showed up and I found that people were acting that way and I looked at them askance.
Yeah.
And I said, what if we could write these in about 2 or 3 hours and then go down to the casino?
a great casino that is here. It's great. It's right there. It's right downtown.
Right, because since they expect you to write all night, they let you come in late on the Wednesday.
Exactly. So you could just almost have almost a full day off if you just do it this way.
If you just do it real quick and just crap out a few things about Tim Hortons, then you can have yourself...
We've been doing it okay. We've been sitting around all day at the office. We write till about 6, and then we're like, let's go write one over a beer at the bar.
That's nice.
Just take our time. Then we close our laptops in about 30 minutes, and we'll have some more beer.
That's nice.
Really good.
Yeah. It sounds like you have a good balance. Not quite my slacker attitude, but not pretending like you have to...
Right in between, though.
You don't have to pull your hair out all night.
No, and I probably won't go to the casino tonight, but it's not on the table.
Okay, well, great talking to you. I miss you when you're not here, and I'll see you in Toronto soon, buddy. See ya. And that was Chris Wilson. We'll be right back with our real guest, Rebecca Kohler. It'll be fine. And we're back with a Canadian comedy treasure, the great Rebecca Kohler.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, thanks for wearing a Christmas sweater.
You know,
You're saying it, you don't think it's one, but...
I mean, I get why it looks Christmassy, but it's not... I'm not like, it's Christmas, I'm wearing this sweater, per se.
But I would be happy with that because, as I've been telling the viewers, I'm a Christmas head.
Oh, I'm a Christmas head, too. I got this actually in Los Angeles, and it's one of the warmest sweaters I have, ironically.
Yeah, well, in Los Angeles, sometimes you need a sweater.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, at night, almost every
Always.
night. Yeah. But this would be very hot for LA. And I did get it at a vintage store. And now I feel gross that I've said these things.
No.
I got this at a vintage store in LA.
I think it's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
And even more beautiful that it comes from Lipstick City.
Lipstick City. Yes.
Now, this leads me in because I did want to talk to you about your time in Los Angeles.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, then I helped us out.
You did.
Do you have any specific questions?
Well, first of all, how long were you out there? Quite a while.
Yeah, I was out there almost 10 years.
That's a big chunk. Mm-hmm. And Los Angeles is kind of typical lightning rod town. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
It's true.
Which one were you?
I have to tell you.
Doesn't sound like you have to tell me.
Well, it's like a very weird... I was waiting to become one of the people who loved it.
Yeah.
But that never seemed to happen. I think I really enjoyed it for the first 6 months, honeymoon period. Mm-hmm. And also the first 2 years, I was coming back and forth a lot because that classic thing happened where as soon as I got my green card, everyone in Canada wanted to hire me.
Of course.
So the first 2 years were kind of, I was very Toronto centric. I kept coming back to Toronto. And then it was 8 years of just being in LA. And I came to find the town very isolating. And it's like a great city if you're doing really well and you have a lot of money.
Well, I always think it's kind of the ultimate mirror city.
Mirror city?
Yeah, mirror.
Say more.
Well, if you're doing well, like you're saying, all you see is the wonder.
Yes.
The hills, the nature, the plants.
And
the
cool restaurants and
yeah,
awnings and famous people or whatever people want to see there.
Yeah.
But I think I was waiting. I was okay, yeah, I'll do that stuff when. I'll do that stuff when. And when never came. And it's weird. I've talked to some people about this. I definitely went through a bit of a journey when I got back to Toronto. I was waiting for this thing, and I'm what was the thing? Mm-hmm. It's this kind of not tangible thing that you're waiting for, searching for, hoping for.
Well, in some ways, is it success in show business or whatever?
Yes, but even that, I started to be well, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of life in general, isn't it?
100%. Yes.
Yeah. We're all
Yes.
waiting for the thing.
Yes.
We don't quite know what the thing is. And then the people who get the thing always tell you that the thing doesn't do it.
No, and like I feel like I already know that from small accomplishments. Like I did a Comedy Now many years ago, and when they still made them,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought like, oh, when I get if I get a Comedy Now, like that'll be it. I don't know who thinks that, but
I felt the same way about my Crave special,
okay, yes,
where I thought it's all happening.
it's all happening.
This is it. This is the break I needed.
Yeah.
And now it's nothing but
The same. You do it. It's exciting on the day. You wake up the next day, and maybe for one day you're like, "Wow, I did it! Wow, what's going to happen?" And then nothing happens.
yeah.
And I did learn that lesson very early on, like the Comedy Now, and I was like, okay, like nothing is going to change my life, but I think, you go to the States, unfortunately, because they have more money, they seem to be less risk averse, which I think has gone backwards now. Like,
Yeah.
I think the industry is very different from when I got there even.
It's sort of just like ours now, where you need social media, so you have to do it all yourself.
You have to do it all yourself. You need social media, but also like since, they say that, and I don't know if they use the word here, but they say the industry has contracted. There's a contraction.
Ooh.
So everything has shrunk, where like when streamers started, they were making like 600 shows a year.
Yeah.
And then that went down to like 200 shows.
Why does it still feel like there's at least 600 shows?
I mean, does it though? Because like how long, when you sit down to like, well, what am I going to watch tonight? And you go through the streamers.
Well, I always get these auditions for like Sheriff's Country. And I'm like, what is Sheriff's Country? I look it up. It's a spinoff from Fire Country.
No, they still make a lot of shit, but I feel like they make a lot less comedy shows.
Right.
Because also when we were growing up, I know you're younger than me, but like you still remember TV.
I remember TV. I remember it well.
There would be like 4 sitcoms on every single night.
Yeah.
And now I think one of the networks, I think they have like 2 comedy shows or something.
The sitcom is kind of dead.
Yeah.
The comedy show's sort of dead.
Comedy show in general.
Comedy movies, they always are saying they don't make anymore. And I guess they don't.
Not in my opinion.
Exactly.
They still make a few. But what were we saying? Oh, yeah, the industry contraction. What is success? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But you go to the States because I think it wasn't like I want to be famous per se,
No.
but I wanted opportunity. And, frankly, I wanted to make some money, like hopefully, blah, blah, blah. Be able to buy a house because I write for television or because I do stand up or something. And so it wasn't even like I wanted to be the next J.J. Abrams, which was always my goal.
That's a wild goal.
But I just wanted to be like, oh, I'm doing this and it's going pretty well.
Because we're here, we're doing our thing. We all feel like we're pretty good.
And we are we're better than pretty good.
I know. And then nothing happens here.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, something will happen over there.
Yeah.
And it does for a few and it doesn't for a few.
Yes.
And anyway.
And
I guess
who
that's
are the chosen? Like, it's also really interesting who does do well, who doesn't do well. And I don't even want to say like I didn't do well. Like I just, I don't even know how to.
You did well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I definitely learned a lot alone in my apartment. No, but seriously, like trying to work on stuff and pitching and blah, blah, blah. Like, I think I learned almost more than I could have if I actually had a job here.
Yeah.
And the way I put it to some people, LA is like Oz, like from The Wizard of Oz. And I was Dorothy and I went and I saw behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And it's just some guy.
Yeah.
So that's...
And it's Harvey Weinstein.
It's Harvey fucking Weinstein. And he's trying to grab you by the puss.
That was Trump.
Well, yeah, but this is the same kind of guy.
Don't say that about Harvey.
Don't drag Harvey.
He produced Good Will Hunting.
He was hunting all right. But yeah, so...
You could say he was Bad Will Hunting.
That's really good. Are you going to write that down?
I already said it.
But you've got it. But you could use that. You could use that in your stand up.
I don't do a lot of Weinstein type material in my set. Good Will Hunting's a hell of a movie, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Have you rewatched it in the past few years?
I watch it like probably once a year or so.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's one of your go back tos.
I always call it the perfect like dumb movie.
Well, go on about the dumb, because I know what you mean, but it's also
or not even dumb, but like movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah. It's like hits all the movie points. It's about the most movie thing ever.
Math?
Yeah, like an undiscovered genius who's a roughhouser.
Yeah.
That just seems like a Hollywood. It's like a Hollywood movie. It's the
like
best.
trope.
It's a really good Hollywood movie.
It's like Aladdin. He's the diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
And Robin Williams is the genie.
Oh my God.
It is Aladdin.
You just figured it out. It is Aladdin. Amazing.
But I was going to say one more thing about LA. No, I have to say, I mean, obviously I don't I don't believe in regretting things. It's a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't realize how isolated I felt until I got back to Toronto.
Yeah. Well, I spent probably a few months there once, and I felt horribly isolated.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of friends there.
Yeah.
But still, it just feels really sad.
Yeah, it's weird. And like you have to get in your car to go everywhere, and
can't get smashed.
You can't get smashed. No, like I actually think alcohol, like it sounds
cures
pretty bad. It cures everything.
Problem.
It cures everything. Like that's a given. Okay. But also, no, it's a social lubricant. So you go do a show, nobody's drinking. Everyone's like kind of like, well, I did my thing. I have an audition tomorrow. So they leave. And so there's no camaraderie. And nobody loosens up. And it like, I don't want to, everyone should drink. Like I understand some people shouldn't. And,
well, there's this new guy, Scott Galloway. He's sort of, I've heard him as called Jordan Peterson light.
I don't think so at all.
He has better opinions than Joe P.
Oh, but because he's kind of this like spokesman for the men.
Yeah. And he does have a bit of that sort of like pseudo intellectual thing.
It's true. But if you dissect a sentence that Scott Galloway says, it will make sense. I don't believe the same for Jordan Peterson.
Well, we don't talk bad about Daddy on this show.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll be happy to know that I've been on a lot of dates with men who love Daddy.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, is Daddy Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was like a weird year where like everybody I went on a date with in LA, I'd be like, this is going well. And then Jordan Peterson would come up because I think his book had just come out or something. And I'd be like, oh, I really don't like that guy. And they'd be like, well, He
taught me how to make my bed. That's terrifying.
It was really upsetting for like a year.
It was so widespread.
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised, perhaps. Mm-hmm. But also, they were Americans.
Yeah.
So
that's the other thing about your time in LA, is you were surrounded by Americans.
I really was.
And Americans, we all have American friends who we love
dearly.
And there are many things about Americans I love that I think they're just more straightforward.
They're more straightforward, and they're more gregarious, and frankly, more friendly.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
But they're also, in their straightforwardness, and for all those same reasons, they're sort of basic. Like, they're kind of like, just, they don't quite, like, because we're all steeped in irony here, right? From our British roots.
Yes.
And they are not.
No.
They don't really quite even understand irony.
No, they really love sarcasm.
Uh-huh.
Which the amount of men, again, with dating, a lot of things come back to dating for me. But on the dating apps, I would bet you 6 out of 10 men list sarcasm is my second language, or
yeah.
And they think that's really great.
And that kind of talk is like, kind of proves that you don't understand irony or
100%.
something. Like, if you're sort of with it, you know that that's lame.
Yeah, and also...
Like, the sarcasm's kind of lame. I do it, but...
No, but I feel like the way they do... Like, I met a guy once who was a friend of a friend, and like... he came to my house once. I had them over, and I was like, "Oh, I made this dip," or "Oh, you made a dip." Like he was like that about everything. And I was like, "Yeah, I made a dip." Like, and I could tell the other people thought he was really funny.
Yeah,
and
he's the funny one.
He's the funny friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you made a dip. Yeah, I made a dip.
Yeah.
It was really irritating. And I feel like that is very American.
Yes. And you see that with athletes who are also dumb. Where the funny one is just the one who's like, "Oh, good one, buddy.
Yeah.
Nice shirt, buddy.
Nice try with the ball, buddy."
So,
yeah, go on.
well, I'm interested now about, you keep bringing up dating.
Well, you know about what happened to me in LA, right?
I don't think I do.
I shouldn't say what happened to me.
You can't?
No. I mean, like,
Oh,
I shouldn't phrase it that way.
Okay.
I dated a polyamorous man for a year and a half.
Oh, no way.
In Los Angeles, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he had a primary, is what they call it?
No, he was non-hierarchical. I can shed light on all the lingo.
I'm really fascinated because
Okay.
I haven't really broached this subject on the show yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I could talk a lot.
I love it.
Okay. The reason, so when I met this guy, and like I've been cheated on before, I have some trust issues, as people say. Sorry, I have like a weird thing with my leg. I'm trying to get comfortable, but I just made it worse. So I'll just settle down here.
It's okay.
So I met this guy. We went on a date. It was amazing. We went on a second date, and there was no mention on his profile about being poly.
Don't you have to say it first?
So I should have known right then and there that this guy's not doing it right. Like that's like a major red flag. So, and it was at the end of the second date, and like I'd been through all of these Americans who think sarcasm is great and want to suck Jordan Peterson's cock, and so I meet this guy, he's from Mexico. So already, like I did find that the people I dated the longest in the States were not American. So he was from Mexico City originally, and so he was really interesting, and we had a lot in common, blah, blah, blah. We had a lot of fun, and so at the end of the second date, I was like, "So, like, what are you looking for?" And then he started waffling on about how, like, well, like I've been monogamous, but I've been poly, and then he told me he had a girlfriend who lived in France.
Okay.
And my heart sank, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, of course, this won't work out, blah blah blah. But then I kind of had this. Everyone else is fucking, like every third person on the apps is in an open relationship or poly or ethically non-monogamous in some way. So I was kind of like, if you can't beat them, join them. And then I was like, I'll do this until it blows up in my face. And I thought that would be like 2 weeks, and then it was a year and a half.
Well, France is far away.
Well, so he had, and then it turned. See, the other thing is, he was he wasn't a liar per se, but he was an omitter.
Yeah. So
every kind of week, I would learn a new aspect.
I think omitting could be seen as lying.
Looking back, I agree with you. Or maybe it's not the same, but it's in the same plane. It's on the same plane.
It's maybe worse.
Tell me why you think it's worse.
Well, it's stuff you should be saying.
Yeah.
There's almost no difference, I guess, not saying something you should be saying or saying something that isn't true.
Not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. But I think with him, and also he had this like very like soft demeanor. So anyway, he had this girlfriend in France, and then it came out a few weeks later. He also had a girlfriend in Pittsburgh.
All the top cities.
The top P. So Paris, Pittsburgh, LA, and Pele, sorry. But he would always be very calm, like, "Oh yeah, so like there's another woman." Sorry, I shouldn't do
Are
the
you doing
accent.
the accent?
Sorry.
No, I couldn't quite tell. I think you're good. I mean, he sort of traumatized you. You're allowed to do his accent.
He deserves it. And I feel. Wait, if I say something and I don't want you to, can you cut it out later? He was a white Mexican. I feel okay.
What does that mean?
So he was like white skinned because he was Spanish. Like his family had been Spanish, so he wasn't like an indigenous Mexican. So I think it's okay to make fun of his accent. No, maybe cut that out or don't. I don't care. You know what? Cancel me.
I'll let you decide.
Cancelito.
We're post cancels.
I think we're post cancels.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's so much to tell about this polyamorous situation. So, and I can kind of start going on for too long. So if you have any specific questions, please.
Well, I guess I'm also just interested as the thing as a whole that this is so common now.
Yeah.
I've never been on the apps.
Ever?
No.
Oh, you're a smart and lucky man.
Well, I just don't think I could handle it. But
it doesn't feel, it's like Candy Crush with people and
I think it would be bad for this sense of false confidence I've built up my whole life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So but I'm interested because I do think it's probably true that the whole monogamy thing doesn't work that well.
So yeah, I have a lot of theories and thoughts about this after the polyamorous relationship.
Right. So then people like all went the other way, but that obviously doesn't work.
No, I think the thing is relationships are hard. And this is something because I have some jokes about this where like I've been at parties where polyamory comes up either because I was in the relationship or beside that point or, and I always defend it because even though I don't want to do it again, I do think it's really funny. Like I remember being kind of like attacked. Like polyamory clearly like pressed someone's buttons at the party, a woman. She was like, it's so stupid. Like it doesn't work. And this woman was divorced because her husband had cheated on her.
Yeah.
And I didn't say that, but I was like, neither really works. And it really depends on the person and how much work they want to put in, dynamics, time. Do you have money? Do you have a job? Do you have like, it's like so many factors. But I will say, and I tell this in my stand-up, although it's funny, I have so much material on polyamory, but I find it really hard. I think because it's such a specific lifestyle and there is so much like lingo, it's hard to make jokes about.
Because you'd have to get people into the lingo first.
Kind of. It's such an inside world. And then also I feel like depending where you are, I feel like audiences get tense about it. Like they're like, that's stupid. So I feel like there's like judgment on top of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I did have a come to my senses moment in a conversation with my ex-boyfriend. So he was non-hierarchical, polyamorous,
right.
Which means he had 3 girlfriends.
And he loved them all just as much.
Just the same, equal. Meanwhile, he also wanted to start dating in LA, which there's also something called polysaturation.
I think we're all living through it.
Yes. But it's like you have too many partners and you can't like imagine you're like, you have 3 girlfriends and it's one of them, it's their birthday. One of them is sick at home and needs soup. And one of them is mad at you. Like imagine one girlfriend having one of those things.
Most of us can barely handle one.
Exactly. So, but anyway, we were talking and we were kind of having a fight and I was like, wait a second, non-hierarchical. Okay. So imagine, you're in LA, I'm in San Diego and your other girlfriend is in, San Francisco. Mm-hmm. You find out we've both been in a car accident and we're both in the hospital. Where do you go? And he was like, well, like I would go to, I was like, it doesn't work. Like it really, like, I do think you have to look to the end of the rope and really...
You have to get to the reality of what if both of you were in a car accident at the same time in San Francisco and San Diego?
Yeah. Like, really? Like, what would you do? And he was like, I would go to one of you and hope the other would understand. And I was like, sorry, sir. Like, no.
Would he flip a coin?
You know, that would have made me feel better.
Yeah.
That would... But
if you're really all equal, you should flip a coin. Or
Yes.
or which city is easier to get to from LA? San Diego.
I guess San Diego, I might have won. Or stay home. Silent protest. Like I can't
Deal with neither.
Yeah. Look, you get better.
Just fly to Paris to see that one.
But yeah, but no, I do think there's a reality that I think monogamy is a kind of a crazy, stupid idea. But I also, and I thought that before I tried polyamory. I didn't really try it. I went on a few dates. Another reason I didn't like polyamory is that I hate dating.
Yeah.
So you like meet someone that you like, and then you have to keep doing that thing.
Right. Isn't the whole relief of getting a relationship that you don't have to go on dates anymore?
I think so.
Yeah.
But to these people, like, they enjoy dating. I don't understand. They're nuts.
That's the first clue that something's off.
Yes.
To want to go on a date.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I do have theories, at least about my ex-boyfriend and maybe some polyamorous people, which is it's easy. You can a lot of surface relationships.
I was going to say psychopaths.
And maybe some sociopathy.
Yeah.
But also just to get back to something you mentioned earlier, why is it everywhere? I think because, like, I think my ex-boyfriend kind of was like, I would like to like fuck everyone. And then like,
that's what I was saying about the mono guy or whatever he's called. Solo
poly. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, yeah. And then you hear about this new, socially acceptable, really like evolved thing.
You put a bunch of therapy language to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm writing the whole thing off.
Well, I do believe that some people, like a handful of people, really read the books and do those things and are open enough to really do it well. And they have like kids with, they live in a house with 8 people and, you know.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing?
What?
Fighting all the time. Every poly person I've ever known is in a fight with their partner constantly.
But see, I think that is so. And when I say that there are people who are doing it well, and if they're listening, like I'm talking about like unattractive, like weird, like LARPers. Okay.
There's a big LARPing poly crossover. I guarantee it.
No, there actually is.
There actually is.
But yeah, like it's not our comedy friends. Our comedy friends who, God bless, I know some of you might listen to this, but
they don't.
The ones who are in polyamorous relationships, they don't know what they're doing.
No.
And I think some people also enjoy, I'm doing this thing and it's crazy. And yeah, anyway.
If I'm being earnest, like I said before, I understand why it became a thing people want to try. Because I think the monogamy is sort of tearing people apart too.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know the answer. All right. With that, let's take a break. We'll be right back with Rebecca Kohler.
What?
Hi. I'm not sure if you can hear, but the restaurant underneath me has people doing a cappella style Christmas carols. And I don't know if I like Christmas anymore. Anyway, this is just my usual spot to tell you about the Patreon. I'm doing bonus episodes, and it's just a nice way to support the show if you like it. I didn't pay for podcasts my whole life, and now I feel like I probably should have been because they're free, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, if you want to keep listening for free, that's fine. Especially if you ain't got the money, then I'm happy that you're listening for free. But if you got a few bucks, think about the fact that it's free. Anyway, I'm not laying a lecture on you. Let's see if we can hear this. And also, like and subscribe and all that stuff actually seems to be important. Thank you. And we're back with Rebecca Kohler.
Hi, Tom.
Back from the poly mines.
Yes.
Okay. Here's something I know about you. Speaking of your parents, at least one of them is Australian. Is that correct?
Yeah, my mum.
And I know that because you're always doing that accent.
Yeah.
Just casually out and about. It just comes out.
Yeah.
So, first of all, do you think you can teach me that accent? Because I've never been able to do it.
So it's interesting, Tom. I spent most of my life trying to do the Australian accent. Sorry. No, it's true. It's one of the hardest accents. And
I thought yours was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That sounds exactly like them to me.
Yeah. No. So the story's going somewhere.
Yeah.
I have this Australian mother. I'm a performance type, loud person my whole life, doing skits, making videos, but I can't do this fucking accent.
Right.
And it wasn't until I was introduced to the show Kath and Kim, and I think my parents bought me the first 3 seasons on DVD.
Oh.
And I watched those over and over and over again because I love the show. If you haven't seen Kath and Kim, it's a great show.
Okay.
And it was through watching that show that I found myself starting to pick it up, and then I could do the accent.
Do you find Australians funny, or do you think it's because they sound funny?
That's rude. Tom?
No, but we all know, I'm sure we've met comedians who are either Australian or New Zealand. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they're already ahead of the game because they're sort of odd in a way.
So I think there's lots of factors. I don't think it's just because of their accent. That actually sounds very American of you, and I'm going to let it
Well, I try to be an American style kind of guy.
Say something sarcastic.
Oh, your mom's Australian? So she's from Australia?
Oh my God. That is exactly the kind of thing that guy would have said. Like, exactly. Anyway.
When I was in London, you would come across Americans constantly. And they're always saying something like, so how are you enjoying London?
Have you taken a lift
My
yet?
kids love it here. We love the Americans, and I love my American viewers, of which apparently there are 6 in LA.
Oh,
According to Apple stats.
That's pretty cool.
Something like 6 in New York, 6 in LA.
it's very cute.
Who cares about the rest of the country, am I right?
Totally. Somebody in Nebraska's watching. You block them.
I blocked them from listening.
No, I think Australia, I think it's a lot like Canada. We have the Commonwealth connection. I also think Australians, I'm making a lot of blanket statements, but they also have...
We love blanket statements here.
Okay, like let's say, so I think they're a little more jocular. That's not quite the right word, but...
Yeah. We actually had a big thing on the word jocular on this show.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm fitting right in.
Yeah.
I think they're an island. They have this Commonwealth connection. So they have the British background. They also, like, nature there is a huge part of their life. Like, I feel like they're a little more of the earth. Mm-hmm. And because they're an island, they're also ever so slightly, I don't want to say closed-minded, but like they're, sorry to any Australians, but I think there's a little more racism there than there is in Canada. Although a lot of people say Canadians are just as racist as anyone else. We just don't say it out loud, which is very true. But like, for instance, I think Australians have a little bit of American, like that, like very forthcoming.
Yeah.
They're more friendly than
Why
Canadians.
wouldn't I do this?
Yeah. Like, so I feel like it's a really interesting combo of traits. And I think Australians, well, like in any country, they're unfunny Australians, but I think they can be very funny.
And have you heard the sort of stereotype that they're like particularly annoying?
Yeah, I have heard that stereotype.
If you travel to Europe or something, sometimes you only meet Australians in that day.
Yeah, there are a lot of traveling Australians, again, because they live on an island. Like, it really is.
Okay, this leads into a segment.
Okay.
This is a blind ranking for you. Have you heard of that?
No.
So I'm going to give you 5 things, and you have to rank them without knowing what the other ones are going to be.
Oh, interesting. So what happens if the last one turns out like I would have ranked it the best?
That's just kind of what you got to live with.
All right. Okay.
And whatever you end up with is how you really, truly feel. So these are famous Aussies.
Okay.
Ready? Baz Luhrmann.
So, and number one is...
Number one's the best.
Okay, so Baz Luhrmann, 5.
You hate him.
Moulin Rouge was okay, but for the most part, I find him a little over the top.
Those movies are absolute junk. And then isn't he one of those guys that seems extremely gay and is straight?
I don't know.
He is. How do you feel about those guys?
Do you seem angry about them? Do you feel like they're trying to play both sides of the coin?
No, I wouldn't use the word angry.
Resentful?
Well, here's my issue. I don't love straight men.
Okay.
I mean, I have a lot of good straight male friends, but in general, the group that I'm a part of, I don't love them. But I do love gay...
Sorry, Chris Locke. Go on.
I'm talking about Chris Locke. But I do love gay men.
Okay.
I feel very safe and good around them.
Okay.
So when a man presents as gay and it turns out he's straight, I feel fooled and taken.
So I think I can relate because I've had a similar thing both ways, actually. I've met men who I thought were gay, so I'm very relaxed around, and then I find out they're straight, and I'm like, oh my God, is my hair all right? But then, sorry if that fucked up your sound. And then I've met men that I'm like, oh my God, like, could this be my husband? And they are very straight presenting, and then I find out they're gay, and then I'm like, fuck you. Like, what are you doing? But also, what are we even talking about that we're like...
Stereotypes.
He seems...
Well, come on. There's Come on. You can tell 95% of the time. Well, now you got these buys throwing a wrench in everything.
It's queer. Anyway, go on.
Queer is just the word for bi.
It's a word
Let's
for
move
everything.
on.
Yeah.
So Baz Luhrmann at 5.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe. These are all men, by the way.
4.
Okay, you don't like Crow Man.
I mean, he's fine.
Sure. Number 3 is Hugh Jackman.
3.
Okay, so you don't really like any of these guys. So you have 1 and 2 left. And number 2 is Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, fuck. 2.
Okay, so we're down to number 1.
Okay.
Number 1 is Australian Joshua Morrell, who was accused and found to have stolen 5,000 pairs of women's underwear.
Well, this works out well because he's my favorite Australian.
So that's just, like I told you before you started, that's your official opinion.
Bloody hell. And why all men, Tom?
I meant to set that up. Famous Aussie men.
Oh, maybe you did say it.
Do you know why I did it? Because to set you up for this, I knew if I put a woman in, you'd rank her too high, and then you wouldn't end up with Joshua Morrell at number 1.
Did you think that I would also not love the other ones?
Yeah, I thought they're all kind of guy. Yeah, I set you up. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of go through the segments. It's
okay.
Like first half is like combo and second half is segments.
All right. I love that. I love some direction and sense of purpose, which I didn't have for 8 years in LA. So
You did great.
Thanks.
So this is a guy I've been calling.
Okay.
Who's a watcher, listener. And,
Okay.
And I just get questions from him.
Okay.
Because he suggested I ask viewers for questions. And I said, I don't want to do that, but I'll just call you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Will he be ready and waiting?
we hope. I mean, we tried him last step and it didn't work. But let's see. This is Tim from Toronto.
Tim.
Tim.
Tim?
Hello.
Tim from Toronto. Welcome to the Tom Henry Show.
Hi. Pleasure
pleasure to be here.
What are you up to?
I was doing some work, and my wife's watching Selling OC.
Oh.
I'm just making fun of everyone, so.
I'm sure she loves that. Are you high on the pot again?
A little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm here with comedian Rebecca Kohler, and we're calling you for one of your famous questions, but I don't want that poo-poo one that you texted me.
Cuckoo?
Poo-poo.
I didn't text you one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you messaged me a while ago with some poo-poo question.
I like poo-poo.
We're not. That's not my style. We're not doing that one, Tim.
Listen, I'm on THC. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll give you a good one.
Okay. Let's have it.
Doesn't matter what kind of question it is.
Just no poo-poo stuff.
I don't know who Becca is. Who?
She's a comedian, Rebecca.
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, Becca.
Rebecca.
Becca's fine.
Becca's fine.
I'll get to know you in my car when I listen to you later.
Okay.
I got to know Tamara today.
Are you going to be tantalized when you hear your own voice?
Me? No, the sound quality was horrific.
No, the
time.
quality's pretty good.
Of my voice?
Yeah. Just sounds like a guy on a phone.
Did you listen to your own podcast? It was bad. It was very bad.
I edit it, Tim.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Okay. Rebecca, are you ready? Is it Rebecca or Rebecca?
Whichever is fine. Please ask your question.
For you, it's Becca.
Okay, Becca.
This guy's high as hell.
Hey, now listen. Would you change anything about your day-to-day life if you found out that being born and dying are actually the same moments? So when you die, you're born, and when you're born, you've just died.
Yeah, this guy's smoked a bit of weed. So, would you change anything about your day-to-day life if you found out that being born and dying was the same thing?
But I have follow-up questions.
Yeah.
The same thing, the same moment.
The same moment. Making time a circle?
Mm-hmm.
Or also making it, do you mean kind of like life doesn't actually happen?
When you were born, you had just died.
Are you talking about reincarnation?
But you're being reincarnated as yourself, it seems.
You can call it whatever you want.
You're living in a circle.
Yeah.
Would I change anything?
Tim's kind of stating like this is obvious to everyone.
But can I have one more question? So are you saying that...
I'm just asking the question.
Wait, what?
I'm just asking the question.
But I have one more question to make sense of your question.
Sure.
So are you saying that when I die, I will be born again so I have another chance?
You're blowing my mind, man. No. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, yes.
Sounds like a Groundhog Day kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for your whole life.
I mean, I guess if I knew that for sure, yeah, I'd do everything differently.
What would you do differently?
Spend lots of money, not care about debt.
But it would still make your life in this life suck.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to get all the way back from being a baby and whatnot.
You might live to 130.
That's true. It's funny, you know what I'm feeling? I feel like it sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it sounds
to change my life. I'm not interested.
I theorize you wouldn't change your life really much at all.
Well, in my head, in this scenario, you don't even know that you've come back to life. So
yeah, it's kind of, which kind of makes it moot because
it does make it moot.
Yeah.
But you never die. You know you're going to be alive again.
Yeah, but then you got to do it all over again.
And it's funny, anything that I think people would see as...
There'd be no... Sorry.
Well, some people might be like, oh, I would do this and this. Like, I think in a lot of ways, the way some people would live their best life would also be really upsetting to everyone else around you. And I'm too empathetic for that kind of behavior.
Okay, well, thanks, Tim. That was a crazy one.
Okay, well, you wouldn't... one more point. there would be no things as like a bucket list. You wouldn't need a bucket list because you're just going to live as soon as you die.
Yeah, but if you don't know that you're coming back.
You do know, you just don't remember the past life.
No,
I got to end this one.
You need to lay off the marijuana, get some help.
Thanks, Tim. He hung up on me. Yeah, his last question was better.
I mean, it was an interesting thought experiment, but it actually quite upset me. What's the next segment?
The next segment is the final one.
Oh.
Final questionnaire.
Okay.
What do you normally eat for breakfast?
Nothing. But I can tell you what I normally eat as the first meal of the day.
A few Belmonts?
But that's breakfast. Coffee and a
Okay,
smoke.
first meal of the day, which would be when?
Probably between 11 and 1 o'clock.
Okay, and what are you having?
Either salami sandwich or eggs and toast.
I'm interested by the salami sandwich.
Why?
It's just so specific.
Oh, I love processed meats, but really good ones. I don't like a bologna.
I love a bologna.
Oh, I don't like a bologna, but
I like it all.
But like for me, salami on like a fresh baguette with almost nothing else, it's delicious.
I know it's delicious. I wouldn't have it
At home.
Yeah, I guess.
It's really not good for you either. I have bad habits.
I love it.
Okay.
What's your greatest fear?
Ooh, I never think about this kind of thing. I mean, I guess death. I don't want to die. You know why? I think of life as a party and I don't want to go home.
I feel the same way.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what? When we die, it might be the same moment we're born.
Thank God. And scene.
Do you currently hate someone you know or have known?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hate is a strong word. I don't know that I actually hate anyone, but it comes close enough.
Okay. What's something you like about yourself?
A lot of things, actually. But I would say I try to be nice and friendly, and I think I'm a good friend.
I think so, too. What's something you don't like about yourself?
Oh. That I smoke.
And I'm telling you should like it.
All right.
How do you feel about people?
It's crazy because I love them and I hate them.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Is there a point to any of this?
Your podcast? The jury's out. Life? I don't know. That's a big mystery. It's hard because I'm an atheist, and then also I'm like, but maybe there's some stuff.
Yeah. Well, I like that thing about the kind of, what do they call them? The existentialists? Mm-hmm.
I like how you're pretending you don't know what they are.
I kind of, Rebecca, I kind of don't. Because what I'm about to say might reveal that I don't understand it.
I don't know that much about it.
But from what I've sort of understood about it, it's that they believe, yes, it's meaningless, but that there's the great fight to make meaning. And that's sort of the point.
Yes. May I add to that really quickly?
You may.
I will say, you've seen my comedy. I'm not like necessarily someone who is like trying to educate or anything, but I don't love art or entertainment or whatever that has what I glean has zero meaning.
Yeah. But you also don't want like a fucking Ted Lasso.
I hate that show.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
And then you watch like Seinfeld, it's just funny. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. But maybe it does.
I think to me it does. It's like people are shitty. Like that's kind of what I mean.
The little things about people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that.
You're right. How many mistakes are you allowed to make?
42.
42. You heard it here. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Tom.
You can look at one of the cameras.
Cheers. Thanks.
This was wonderful. And thank you all for tuning in. Like and subscribe and Patreon and all that.
I feel honored.
You are honored.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Good night.